Let's look at composite volume part 1. So make a final tab called composite volume. Pause the video, copy this down.
Until you stop breathing, till you stop bleeding, until your heart stops kick drum beating. When it's hard times, when it's long days.
Alright, so let's look at the first example. So the first thing is you have to draw the shapes separately, which we've done. Then we're going to label it. So we're labeling the sides. The bottom of that is the same as the bottom right there. So that's going to be 14, and then that's going to be 12. And then the height of that is going to be 8. This is a listening check. Color in the pyramid on the top. Now once you have labeled it, write down the formula to find the volume for that shape. So it's a prism, and they don't put prism here, but prism is the same thing as cylinder, only a cylinder is a circle. Right, so the volume of any prism or cylinder is the area of the base, capital B, times the height. Okay, so let's write that down. The volume is the area of the base times the height. Now what shape is the second one? It's a pyramid because it all meets at one point. So that's volume is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. And now we're just going to plug in the numbers. So figure out what the base of this prism is. So drawing the base, what does it look like? A rectangle. And how do you find the area of a rectangle? It's base times height. So it's going to be 14 times 12. This is a listening check. Color in this rectangle, which is 168. So the volume is the area of the base, which is 168, times the height of the prism, which is 23. So the volume is 3,864 inches cubed. Volume is always cubed. Alright, for this one, what's the base? The base again is a rectangle, and it's the same rectangle honestly. So area of a rectangle is base times height, so 14 times 12, which is 168. So 1/3 times 168 times the height of the shape, which is 8. Make sure you put a third in parentheses in the calculator. So that volume is 448. Now, so to get the total volume, because all they did is they put the pyramid on top of the prism, you are going to add the two volumes together. So the total volume is 3,864 plus 448, which gives me a total of 4,312 inches cubed. This is a listening check. Put a box around the answer and color it in. So the biggest thing with composite volume is you have to figure out, are you adding or subtracting? So let's take a look at a subtraction one. So this one, I've drawn the shapes as well, and you're subtracting because you're taking a piece out of it. So it starts off as this whole thing, and then you're taking the small piece out of it. So what shape is this? This is a cylinder, and it has, the big one has a radius of 20 and the small one has a radius of 5, and the height for both is 2. So write down the formula for a cylinder. So remember, a cylinder is just like a prism, only the bases are circles. So that's going to be volume is equal to the area of the base times the height for both of them. And remember, the area of the base for a cylinder is a circle. So we're going to draw a circle with a radius of 20. And how do I find the area of a circle? Well, area of a circle, pi r squared. So pi r squared. So that's pi, and what's the radius? 20 squared. So that's going to give me 400 pi. This is a listening check. Color in the circle with the radius of 20 above the B. Right, so again, the volume is the area of the base, which is 400 pi, times the height, and the height of the shape of the cylinder is 2. So it's going to give me 800 pi, and I'm leaving pi in the answer until the end. Right, for the smaller one, same thing. It's a circle with a radius of 5, so the area of that circle is pi r squared, which is pi, and then the radius is 5 squared, so it's going to give me 25 pi. And then the volume is the area of the base, which is 25 pi, times the height of the cylinder, which is also 2. So it's going to be 50 pi. And then because I'm going to take the small one out of the big one to kind of create like a donut, I'm going to subtract the 2. So it's going to be 800 pi minus 50 pi, which is going to give me 750 pi. So I know you can't see, but just listen. And what's pi? We know pi is 3.14. Rather, in these examples, I was told to use pi as 3.14. So 750 times 3.14 2,355 meters cubed. that's pretty much it. You're finding the two shapes volume separately and add in or subtract.